Alright guys, it's time for another Puzzle Rush survival, just for fun. These start relatively easy, and they just get progressively harder. Sometimes they are completely wrong. So this comes with check, and then I basically win the rook, I think is the idea. So it's not a checkmate because he's now moved his pawn, but that rook is mine, and the king is exposed. Gives us a winning position, that's one of the things. Okay, so here I think it's not mate in one. But the king can't go to this square. All he can do is block with a knight. Rook takes, yes. Forcing. Oh yeah, block with that as well. That's checkmate. Okay, cool. Here again, same kind of situation. Queen takes rook. Check. The only legal move I think is rook takes queen, then rook takes rook, and it's mate. Excellent. Alright, endgame puzzle. 1, 2, 3, I have a queen. 1, 2, 3, he doesn't. And then I can come down, so let's say his pawn's going to be here, my queen is here, I can come down with a check, and that's winning. Very straightforward. Okay. Oh, right. We are black. We are trying to get our pawn here. I have to take the queen, eh? And now it has to be this. He can take my pawn in 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, I'll go here, here. His pawn's looking this way, so go here, here, and now here defends the pawn. Now I win his pawn and win. Okay, cool. Alright, rook can take this because it's defended, and then the king has to go here or here, at which point my queen can take that. And I think that's mate. Indeedy. Okay, this is interesting. So we are white, we've checked the king. Now I'm thinking we just take the knight. The knight is the only thing right now that's preventing promotion, yeah? If we take the rook and king takes, what have we got? We've got a pawn minority here, and this guy's out on his own, so I think we have to grab the knight. Then we get a queen, and that's better. So it's a good little judgment there. Alright, now queen takes here. The only legal move is king there, and then we have the back rank. Double back rank idea, and checkmate. Cool. Mate in one? Yes, indeed. Okay, you're on 9. A streak of 9. That's good. Alright, now we have a very exposed king, and we can't castle. So some kind of attacking idea I think is going to have to be the order of the day. We have a check here. If the king goes there or there, our queen can advance to f3. If the rook takes, our queen can capture the rook with checks. So, okay, and then this, he's got knight blocks. So I didn't figure that through to the end, did I? Oh, then we win the queen. Yeah. Mate in one, supported by the bishop. Okay, so the first thing I see is there's a check. If pawn blocks, there's this classic move there. Knight takes there, basically winning the rook. The rook can't move. That's what I think it is. Knight takes. And if the pawn takes, you lose the rook anyway. Okay, now, classic puzzle. We see this a lot. It comes up almost every puzzle rush. You have to check on the 7th rank, or in this case, the 2nd rank, yeah? If you go straight in here, simply rook takes queen, and you lose, right? If you go here, the king first moves into the corner, so the king is no longer able to recapture on f1. Then we go check, and then we recapture with the rook and its mate. Okay, first thing I see is the discovery. In fact, this is double check, right? And I'm not sure if there's any defense. Because basically, if the king's in double check, I think as far as I can imagine, he has to move, right? And he's got nowhere to move to. That's mate. Straight mate. Okay, same as we just saw. 7th rank check, nudge the king away, and back rank mate. Alright, this is interesting. Okay, as black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. White has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, this could be down to the promotion square being on a diagonal with that. So, for example, we give check. The king has to move to one of these squares, so the king is 100% going to move here, so that when we capture the rook, recaptures, okay? Then we go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, queen, and we are checking the king, and he hasn't got time to do anything else. So he hasn't got time to promote his pawn, right? See, yes, yes, yes. Okay, now he's had to move the king. So now we get a queen, and that's it. Alright, this looks like a ladder mate. Queen interposes, and we win the queen and the game. Alright, that looks kind of scary. However, notice this sniper in the corner. Checkmate in 1. I played a game today where my opponent, I think, had mate in 1. Or did I dream in that game? Okay. No, I'm pretty sure he had mate in 1, and he missed it, and I won. I went on to win. It was insane. Okay, so first thing I see is check here, right? King can't go there, 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 there. King only has 1 square here. Then that's a check, and he's on there. He can't go any of these squares, and he can't go there, and he can't go there because my queen's on it. So it's mate in 2. Or 3. Okay. 19 streak, not bad. I'm thinking it's a queen sack. Queen there, king can't go anywhere else, so king must take, right? Queen's off the board. Then we play rook h4 check. The king has to go back to there because he can't go here. And then the rook goes into h8 and we checkmate the bugger. And rook here, and he's got nowhere. Nice finish. Alrighty. Well, what have we got here? There's no good chicks. And I've got takes on there and pawn takes, and that's just losing. There's no check here. This is curious. So he's got 7 pawns. We're actually 2 pawns down. So what's the idea? Yeah, what's the idea, mate? Yeah. This is a funny one, guys. What do you think? What do you see? I don't see it. I absolutely don't want to exchange queens. He's got rubbish pawns. I mean, that isn't checkmate. If I allow him to take my queen, I go in there. He can block with a queen, he can block with a bishop, he can dodge either way. Here, we attack the rook. Rook has to move. Here, I think it's that. Okay, because bishop can't block, nor can queen. Okay, so we go queen e5, hit the rook, rook has to move. It's a forcing move. He doesn't want to lose a rook. And then you've got this, for example, attacks the queen. There, rook moves, check, wins the rook. That's it. Okay, it was there all along. Right, this is simply mate in one. Again, scan the whole board, look at all your assets. The bishop protects the queen, mate in one. Blick to move, right. I've got to take opposition here, surely. Opposition is you're in line with the king, square, not diagonal. Well, there is a kind of a diagonal version. I have to go up the board. That means king can't go there, there, there. He's going to go here, I go there. And then I win the pawn. And then I move forwards. Okay? Now, what is the solution? What I have to do is I have to stop the king from getting there. So I think it's this. Let's just figure that out. Here, and he can't go there. He goes here. My pawn, yeah, that's it. Okay. We know that's winning. Why, sir, this is curious. There is a significant advantage to be gained for black. Hang on. We take the knight. So this is actually a great puzzle, right? Basically, it's all about the move order of captures. So scenario A, we take the queen. Looks like an obvious thing, right? Knight takes our queen. We take the bishop. Knight takes back. Okay? That's just an equal trade. But we take the knight. If bishop takes bishop, we win the queen outright, so that's not playable. We take the knight, queen takes queen, our bishop comes back and recaptures. Yeah? Then if bishop takes us, bingo. So that's the move. Back, and we're actually up a piece. Good stuff. Okay. Is this a famous Morphy one? No, I'm not sure. Hang on. We've got knight here with a fork. That's the first thing I'm looking at. I think that and the king just moves out of the way. That king moves out of the way. This looks very familiar. Queen there. Either rook can take or whatever, no. Check here and... No, I mean, he's got queen takes. Forget that idea. It's going to have to be knight there, isn't it? If rook takes... Hang on. Just looking at the other side of the board, he's got there. King takes, queen here is checkmate. Right, so that means that we've got to give check on every move. And that's the only good one. Okay, if rook takes queen here, rook blocks mate. Okay, so there, rook can't take. Here, king has to move. King goes in corner. Rook take, yeah, okay. So there, king in corner. Knight takes there. King has to come back. Knight can go here. Figure it out. Oh, rook's taken. Well, that's all right. Oh, Would have liked to have seen that go the other way because I didn't quite have it figured out. Okay. First thoughts. Pawn takes there. Check. King can't go there. King has to capture. It's got to be. I mean, that's got to be the first move, right? King goes here. So that pawn's gone. The king's here. These pawns are off the board. King is here. I mean, that's not really threatening because if we, so it's going to be that, and the king's going to go there. Ah, and this pawn's defending that bishop, so takes king here, bishop there, and he's got to come out here, right? Crikey. We give check, he grabs that bishop, we move and win the queen. Gosh, that was convoluted. Okay. Ah, well done. You have yourself a fork. But we have a discovered check. Discovered check. Bishop, either bishop blocks or knight blocks or king moves. We win the knight. No! It was incorrect. Ha! Curse you. I'll go back and look at that one. Now in the 1400s for ratings. And here, then he's got this with check. And that's not nice. He's got this anyway, hasn't he? And that would win the rook. So I think we've got to do something with our rook. What about this? He gives check anyway, we move. I kind of like the fact of pinning his rook. Because we've got runaway pawns. I think that's it, yeah. Then the only legal move is actually this. Then we win his rook, and then the pawn runs free. Okay. Cool. Right, he's looking at mate in 1. We do not want. Knight here. The king must move. Knight there. Rook takes. Knight there, check. King goes there. Knight here. Oh, hang on. Knight here, that's a discovery against our queen. Knight here, king moves. Knight there, rook take, yeah, okay. And now knight takes that, rook takes, and because there's no other move, you see, king can't come back, so that was actually forced. And then this, and then this. Right, we are under some attack. Pawn takes here, king takes. There's a discovered check. We should take the bishop. Take the bishop, queen can't go there with check, can't go there. I think we can take the bishop. Okay. And now And now what? Didn't get that far. I just saw material, but I didn't see this. Okay. Just queen here, defends the rook. There we go. Okay, we have a queen against two rooks. That's checkmate. White to move. Ooh, interesting one. Okay, if I attack the rook, he can just do this. If I push the pawn, he can't check me. Push pawn. King can't go there. So his king's kind of stuck. It's got to be that. Here, if he checks, I can wriggle through. Yeah. And push again. Push this one. Cool. Right, you've got a check here, forces the king there. Queen here, pawn takes, queen takes, still check. Don't think he can block. Oh no! See, the ones who play the quickest. Okay, the things I notice. Nice bishop. Ooh, nice bishop. It's got to start with that. There we go. Right, 32. What's my record? Can't remember. Huh. Okay, so he's threatening queen takes this. I have two attackers on there. Okay, let's say there rook takes, I can't recapture. I can go there. Don't know. Can't really see it. This is a curious one. We're in the 1800s now. Their pawn takes. At least it's a forced move, right? Then I don't see what the rook's got. It's threatening this. I mean, I could just like retreat my knight and defend the rook, but that's hardly a winning idea. Hang on. If I move the knight, I'm attacking the queen. Knight here. Knight here defends the rook. No, okay. So let's review these three puzzles that I lost and see what we missed and how we can improve. Right, so this is black to move. It's 1468 rated. And okay, so he does this. Knight to here. Now it's not giving me the puzzle again. Is it just this? Well, now let's see. Yeah, it won't let me actually play it again, which is weird. So because the knight took on there. So let's look. Double check. Right, I just went after the free knight. I missed the double check idea. Okay, good. So there's another theme. Double check. Yeah, I'm going to suggest that. Okay. Maybe I should practice my double checks. Okay, on this one. There, king takes. Don't remember this one. Let's look at the solution. Queen check first. Oh. Okay, so we're forcing the queen to go onto the f2 square and block the king's escape. So I was thinking rook in first with check, flush the king out, but block the king in, and then that's very good. Okay, And the final failure of the day. We did rook, sorry, knight here, defends the rook, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to see it. Attack the queen. Oh. Let's see that again. Rook there, hitting the queen. Queen can't take knight. The queen could just retreat to the A file or to this D2 square, but she doesn't. Why? Because we have rook up here distracting this rook, and then we go and checkmate. Oh, nice puzzle, nice puzzle. That was a good one. But complex, eh? So there we go. That was 32, and my puzzle rush top score is 35. So not far off. Not far off. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed those. Hope you did well as well. Keep doing your puzzles because it really is absolutely critically important. I'm going to do a video on this very soon, which will show you exactly why. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.